Welcome, everyone, to today's program where we'll be exploring a topic that affects millions of people worldwide: anxiety. Whether you experience it yourself or know someone who does, understanding anxiety is an essential step toward managing it effectively. So let's dive in and uncover what anxiety is, why it happens, and how we can cope with it. Anxiety is a natural response to stress, characterized by feelings of worry, nervousness, or fear that are strong enough to interfere with one's daily activities. It's important to note that anxiety, in small doses, is a normal part of life. For instance, feeling anxious before a big presentation or a significant life event is entirely normal. This type of anxiety can even be beneficial, helping us stay alert and prepared. However, when these feelings become overwhelming and persistent, they might point to an anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental health disorders in the United States, affecting around 40 million adults every year. There are several types of anxiety disorders, including generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, social anxiety disorder, and specific phobias. Each has its own unique symptoms, but they all share the hallmark characteristics of excessive fear or worry. Let's take a closer look at some common symptoms of anxiety. These can be divided into physical, emotional, and behavioral categories. Physically, anxiety might manifest as a rapid heartbeat, sweating, trembling, or gastrointestinal issues. Emotionally, individuals may experience feelings of impending doom, restlessness, or irritability. Behaviorally, anxiety can lead to avoidance of certain situations or obsessive behaviors. But why does anxiety occur? The root causes can be complex and multifaceted, often involving a combination of genetic, environmental, psychological, and biological factors. For instance, a family history of anxiety can increase one's risk. Traumatic events, chronic stress, and certain health conditions can also trigger or exacerbate anxiety. Now, let's talk about managing anxiety. The good news is that there are many effective strategies and treatments available. Here are some that can make a significant difference. Therapy Cognitive Behavioral Therapy, CBT, is one of the most effective forms of therapy for anxiety. It helps individuals identify and change negative thought patterns and behaviors. Medication. In some cases, medications such as antidepressants or anti-anxiety drugs might be prescribed by a healthcare professional. Lifestyle changes, regular exercise, a healthy diet, and sufficient sleep can improve overall mental health. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques, practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, and yoga can help reduce anxiety levels. Support systems. Talking to friends, family, or support groups can provide a sense of relief and connection. It's also crucial to develop healthy coping mechanisms. Here are a few tips that can help stay connected. Maintain social connections, even when you feel like withdrawing. Isolation can worsen anxiety. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both can exacerbate anxiety symptoms. Set realistic goals. Break tasks into manageable steps to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Understand that it's okay to feel anxious and that you're not alone. In moments of acute anxiety, grounding techniques can be incredibly helpful. One popular method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Acknowledge 5 things you can see around you. Acknowledge 4 things you can touch around you. Acknowledge 3 things you can hear. Acknowledge 2 things you can smell. Acknowledge 1 thing you can taste. This exercise can help shift your focus away from anxious thoughts and bring you back to the present moment. Remember, if you or someone you know is struggling with anxiety, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Professional support can provide the tools needed to manage anxiety effectively and improve quality of life. In conclusion, anxiety is a common and manageable condition. By understanding its nature, recognizing its symptoms, and applying effective strategies, we can navigate the challenges it presents and lead fulfilling lives. Thank you for joining us today. We hope this information has been helpful. Stay tuned for more programs on mental health and well-being. Take care and remember, you are not alone.